All right. Opposite angles of a parallelogram are congruent. We saw opposite sides of a parallelogram are congruent. Now, what you worked with MJ yesterday is you compared this segment to this segment, correct? And then that segment to that segment. Those segments are not congruent. But those pieces are, and those pieces are. So what do these segments do to each other? Yes, bisect each other. Now, we didn't talk about consecutive angles, but really, we already know about consecutive angles. What do we know about these sides in a parallelogram? Parallel. Opposite sides are parallel. Now, just because two sides are parallel does not mean they're congruent. In this case, they are. All right. So my question is, if these are opposite, what can you tell me? If I have two parallel lines, what letter is that? So what do you know about this angle and this angle? They're supplementary. All right? And that goes back to our parallel lines. And it doesn't matter which pair you choose. These are parallel lines right here. Here and here. And if I were to draw this, what letters formed again? C. So those consecutive means next to. All right? Consecutive means next to. Not opposite, but next to. All right, so with all of this, you need to know all these because we're going to build on this. So can I do lots of algebra with this? I could do lots of algebra with this. Could I tell you this one angle is 100 degrees? Should you be able to give me all of them? If this is 100, what's this one? Okay, and what's this one? Because they are. And then what's this one? 80. If I tell you this is 10, what is this? If I tell you this is 8, what is this? If I tell you this is 4, what is this? All right. Everything we're going to learn about is going to be a parallelogram. So these four properties are very important. So maybe we want to call this properties of parallelogram. This is how I abbreviate parallelograms. That's not L. That's not LL. What is that? Parallelograms. You get it? Heaven forbid we should write out the whole word. Don't do that on the EOC. They'll mark it wrong. All right, so let's see how we're going to use it. So if BC is 15, what is AD, Bree? Right. Opposite sides of a parallelogram are congruent. If angle ABC, this whole angle here is 53 degrees, what is the measure of CDA? Kayla S? 53 degrees because opposite angles are congruent in a parallelogram. If DAB, if this one is, and I don't think I did this very well. Why is 6? Oh, this is a new problem. It does not build on our 53. If that is 69 degrees, then what is CBA? How do I get that one? We would do 180 minus 69. Do I need to see this work? Why? Because you what? Subtracted. If BE is 8, what is BD? Can you give it to me? 2 times 8, which is 16. If AC is 28, what is AE? What did you do? 28 divided by 2, which is 14. So is this hard yet? You liking parallelograms? Okay. You try. Let's go to more fun. Hopefully this is algebra. All right. Now, you ready? If EC, there it is. If EC is 3x plus, no. If EC is 3x minus 1. 3x minus 1. And AC, I lost my ability to see my cursor. AC is 4x plus 30. What equation are you going to write? 4x plus 30 is equal to 2. Now, why did you do 2 times? Because if AE is congruent to EC, so if that was 3x minus 1, then that's 3x minus 1 also. So this is going to be 4x plus 30. We're going to distribute and get 6x minus 2. Then what do we do? Subtract 4x, and we're going to get 2x minus 2. And then what are we going to do? Add 2, and we'll get 32 equals 2x. What is x? 16. Did I ask for x? What did I ask for? How do I get EA? EA is 3x minus 1. What is my x? 3 times 16 minus 1 is 47. What do you think I like the best? It's my favorite. And you are getting good equation solvers. All right. So let me see if there we go. So now we have BE to be x plus 12. We've got ED to be 3x minus 30. Carlin, what equation are you going to set up for that one? Did I ask for the sum of the inside angles? X plus 12 plus 3x minus 30. Are those angles or are those sides? Okay, let's go back. What do you know about a parallelogram? You know 4 things. Opposite angles are congruent, opposite sides are congruent. Consecutive angles are supplementary, diagonals do what? What does bisect mean? Okay, so if this is x plus 12 and that's 3x minus 30, what's your equation? Equals 3x minus 30. So you're going to subtract x, you're going to add 30, and now what do? By 2, which is? We want BD. How am I going to find the length of BD? Okay, explain. Say that again? So 21 plus 12 is 43? 33? So why are we going to multiply by 2 now? Because that's just half of it, and we need the other half. You could have put 21 here, you could have put 21 there, you could have added them together, you could have put 21 here, doubled that one. Lots of different opportunities. All right, so now I'm telling you, ooh, look at this picture. All right, this is a parallelogram. What do you think we're going to have from the past? Parallelogram. All those angles you learned a long time ago. Angle 1 is x plus 5. Angle 2 is 3x. Measure of angle ABC is 5x minus 21. What equation are you going to write? Tommy? This is angle 1, this is angle 2, this is ABC. Trying to find x right now. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Does it make sense that these two together are going to form the whole thing? Okay, so you're going to end up with 4x plus 5 equals 5x minus 21. What am I going to do with the 4x? What am I going to do with the 21? And I'm going to get 20. All right, I want angle 8. How do I get angle 8? Why are 2 and 8 congruent? Angle 8 is congruent to angle 2 because if lines parallel, alternate interior angles are congruent. It's the z. So how do I find angle 8? 3 times 26 is going to be, I think, 72. No, 78. All right, what's the relationship between angle 7 and angle 5? Kayla E? Angle 7. Angle 5 form a what? Z. So what's the equation for this one? 7x minus 13 equals 4x plus 8. All right, Nick, what do you do to solve? Subtract 4x, then what? Add 13, then what? Divide by 3, which is 7. And it did say find the value of x. So we're finished. Was this like the homework for those of you who did 6-2? A proof? Oh, wow. Okay, so I got a book in front of me. Let me find a proof. Here's another theorem. Let me go through this one first. This one's an interesting one. We've got parallel lines, okay? Now, what did we learn before? What do we know about if this were, because you worked with these, if this is A and this is B and this is C and this is D, what did you do before? A is to C as B is to D. That's a D. You did a proportion, correct? Okay, the difference in this one, in this section, is they're going to tell you that that segment is equal to that segment. Okay? So if these two segments are equal, I don't care what parallel line or what transversal I draw through here. It's going to separate that transversal into its own congruent segments. Now, those aren't congruent, but those are congruent to each other. These are congruent to each other. You with me? That fact that this is congruent to this means this is equally spaced with this. So now no matter what line you put through, it's going to split into congruent pieces. All right. So, did they really do proofs? Oh, how many do we assign? Oh, is that the only one? Yeah, 836 is your homework. 13 and 33 and 35. Given yes. No. So they gave you a diagram. All right. So what if I want to move up? So you're going to be using all these things that you just learned about parallelograms. Okay, what do you know about this angle and this angle? What do you know? Why are these congruent? Because they're opposite angles in a parallelogram, and opposite angles are what? Congruent. What do you know about this angle and this angle? Why? Opposite angles in a parallelogram are congruent. Well, what do you know about those two angles? Why are they congruent? So if they're congruent, then that means this angle must be what? Okay, so you're going to be using properties of parallelograms. I think you're set for this assignment. You think we should stop taking notes right now? Well, you know what? We've got time. You can do a you try. You can do this you try. L-E and E-Y. So get something to write with. So I want to check.